Hello and welcome to another devlog for Peasant Uprise. It's with great joy that today I'll be able to talk about the release of the Steam page, a new feature I've added to the game, and we'll end up with the much awaited trailer. So let's get started. It only took a couple of days for Valve to approve the page, and now I'm going to go ahead and publish the coming soon page for Peasant Uprise. I honestly feel like crying, but I'm trying to contain myself here. It's hard to explain all the emotions that I'm feeling, but the main thing here is that seeing my game on the Steam platform makes me feel like this is really happening. I'm putting the link to the Steam page in the description, so please check it out and add Peasant Uprise to your wishlist. It would really mean the world to me to be able to quantify the support behind this project. Okay, so I'm going to pull myself together here and move along with the devlog. The third level is where things start picking up and the peasants would face more troops. This is the last introductory level, so it's not quite challenging yet, but I noticed a couple of times where I inadvertently pull my peasants into a combat situation which didn't end up that well. This led me to add a new feature, to allow the peasants to yield defeat during an encounter, and to be able to retreat from combat. Now this would cause the current battle to end with a morale loss, but at least your peasants may have a chance to walk out alive. But calling out loud yield by itself will not always succeed, as the enemies may decide to ignore it. And that's where the charisma skill will come into play. The higher charisma value of all your peasants in combat, the higher the chances that the enemies will honor your surrender. I'm happy that with this feature I've accomplished two things. One is a way out of combat where loss would have been inevitable. In Iron Man games such as Darkest Dungeon, when a character's health drops all the way to zero, they don't quite die, and they go into this state called Death's Door. So in a way it's giving the player a safety net. Secondly, charisma is a very important skill to convince other peasants to join your rebellion, but until now you could just have one peasant focus on charisma and that will do it, because recruiting is being handled by the leader of the adventure at the time. But now it makes more sense to invest some charisma in other peasants as well, to give you an option to get out of combat in a tough situation. I have already explained the process I follow to come up with custom music, and I'll put a link to that video in the description. The main difference this time around is that I use a different program that gave me more creativity and freedom to add more random ambience background music. I was able to iterate instrument by instrument, but what was hard was to visualize the trailer as I was making the music, because they do need to be in sync, like they belong together, and they complement each other. For the moment of truth, I will end with the trailer, and I do hope for you to give me your honest yet gentle feedback, as this is a trailer that I'll probably tweak over time. So please support this channel by liking, subscribing, and clicking on the bell to receive notifications of future uploads. And do not forget to jump into Steam and wishlist Peasant Uprise. Thanks. With that said, I'll see you in the next update.